everybody, and welcome back to CRF1. This is round 11. My name is YT Teppin, and GTR is not joining us today. Alongside me is an old favorite, Yoshi. As you know, he's been here for. He joined back, definitely, about a couple weeks ago. Or when did you join back? Yeah, probably. Say that again because you were not there. This is weird. The input sources are being weird. Okay, hold up. Projector performance mode. Well, this isn't very funny. On speak. Oh, fuck's sake. It's not you, it's me on this side, but. No, it's basically like the stream has this confused with like me, and it probably sounds a bit echoey. So let's see, let's just add another thing. Right, go ahead and. Nope. Yeah. Audio monitoring. Bro, I don't even know what. I don't even know what happened. This is so stupid. It's like I go away for 2 weeks and all of the audio settings reset themselves, which is default. Yeah, it's just reflecting, man. All right. Nope. Desktop. That means they can't hear the race either, which is fucking annoying. Disable. Hold up. Nope. Never mind. This is. No, I don't understand. Like, it doesn't really matter if you should. Honestly, it doesn't really matter if they can't hear the cars. That's not really gonna be too big of a problem. It's just you. Just need to hear you, and it's not fucking. Look at the chat. See what they're saying about the actual audio. Yeah. Nope, it's still fucking. That's it. Yeah. Fucking. Yeah, yeah, that wouldn't do anything. Even if I did restart. Yeah, okay. So let me just go back into control panel. I had to do so much bullshit last night, and it was the most simple fix. Let me just make sure like, it's not echoing. Real. I'm not breathing that badly, hopefully. Adam's here. Right, let's see if this did anything. Speak. Speak. Yoshi, speak. Ah! Nope. Nope. This is why I use a Mac, man. They're so good for audio and all that shit. I shouldn't leave for 2 weeks and then nothing works ever again. Yeah, and I fixed that, obviously, but this device is working properly. Your life is nothing. You serve 0. Right. Sounds. Sounds. Yeah, y'all probably won't even be able to hear the actual game, which is really annoying. What says alien? My Vine account? Oh, okay. So this is basically, it's reflecting the the inputs from the actual desktop and game have now become inputs for the microphone. Anything I do to change it is just not working out. That sounds so stupid. Orlando's alright. But there's like 3 people in contention for a C right now, so I mean, if he's listening. I mean, Orlando might as well have the reserve drive, but I don't think the full seat yet. Well, I mean, like, no, okay, so they can't hear you at all. They can hear me, and they won't be able to hear the game either. Which is really fucking annoying. Okay, actually, can I just delete these tracks? Let's see. Uh, remove, remove. Right, now we only have 2 fucking tracks. Real CRF if it was a good racing league. Fucking, what was the meme? What was the meme? What else did they send? It's just my fucking gaming PC. Garbage ass Windows machine. From who? From who? I'm gonna fucking throw hands. Come on. Real. Real. Fuck. Right. This is just really annoying. Guys, somebody send me like the Indian guy tutorial. Desktop audio. Okay, hold up, hold up, hold up. Might be getting here. Getting somewhere here. We might be getting. Motherfucker! It didn't work. Yeah, it's Streamlabs OBS. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Right. Right. Y'all are gonna have to live without Yoshi or any audio or any racing audio, which is unfortunate. I'll add my own sound effects eventually. Right. I've been ratioed by Microsoft on the official Twitter, so. Toggle selected recording. It's just that's what's confusing me so much. It's like confusing an input for an output, which is so annoying. Audio device. What happens if I click on it? Okay. Wow. That's so helpful, Microsoft. Thank you so much. I love Microsoft. What are they saying in the chat? You'll be my chat man for tonight. Well, I mean, if you said it clearly, I'd be able to like know what they're talking about, but at the same time, probably not. Open performance window. Let's see. Oh my god. Okay, my stream quality might be good, but the audio is just gone. This is really annoying. This is one of the moments of this server of this stream. One of the moments. What if I just do this? Audio device one. What if I just do this? There's just nothing talk. Yoshi talk. Yep. Damn, girl, they stopped hearing me here too. Fuck. Yoshi, are you dead? He fucking died. Okay. He fell off. Oh wait, no, he didn't fall off. I know what I did. Okay, hold up. Fucking.
RIP
Alright,
Yoshi,
Yoshi
900
talk.
BCE, dash 2023.
Oh, this
Unbelievable.
is goofy as hell. This is actually goofy as hell.
It's ridiculous.
Holy
It's
shit.
almost quarter eight.
Play some video.
Hey.
I can't even hear Yoshi now. It's gotten that bad. I'm done. Fucking. What? Mike's echoey again. Alright, we're starting anyway. I don't think I can do anything more than to just kind of do the stream to the best of my ability. And I'm sorry to everyone that was very excited to hear this definitely 19-year-old college graduate. Should have both audios. You're using game capture. Try and use window capture. Have Discord behind F1, then you should have both audios. That's not the problem. I basically have that. I know I basically have that. I know it's window capture. It's just not working. Plus, I can't get F1 full screen. Like, full screen. And I need to be able to see a couple of other things, so it wouldn't really work out. But anyway. Yeah, it's a bit of an L that I can't have Yoshi on today. So, yeah. But anyway, yes, finally, we're getting underway for qualifying here in Suzuka. I believe there are around, let's see, because believing isn't good enough, you have to know. So, as soon as my phone logs me in, I will read out each name of the corners, and I'll take you through a hot lap. In terms of what actually goes on here. Suzuka is definitely one of my favorite tracks, or it used to be one of my favorite tracks on 2020. I was goated on these sticks, as most people say. So yeah. Let's see, Suzuka circuit. Yeah, I can't even hear the game. So I mean, the audio is just kind of cooked right now. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. I will make sure that that if you guys can't hear me, someone will DM me to make sure that you can hear me. But so far, no one is pulling out of the garage, but I do see a Williams. Lap that, enable track map full. That is a Haas. Never mind, I am very dumb. Very stupid man. So yes, that will be the Haas of AQ someone, probably. It's not Flo. There's another Haas. It's Zach here today. And Zach, you can already see, doing the first spin of today. Zach Mini Fry right out of turn 1. How wonderful. Is anyone else faring much better? By the way, the game looks beautiful right now. Jesus. Look at this. Some quality shit right now. But yeah, how many other people are out on an out lap? You can see the McLaren of GRT. I believe that is George, now that he's been here twice, on riding on board with him just a little bit ago. Now that he's been here twice, I believe this is George Maylock, if you will, because I know there were a couple Georges. But yeah, he will be leading the charge for the rest of the grid. Old person Adam Foreign will join us in the last few rounds after being absent for quite a while. He was with us in Australia, spun out and cried and then left, and now he's back in Suzuka. So yes, it's my personal favorite spoon curve. Just kidding. Everyone's personal favorite. Like, this is not a hot take at all. Would be 130R, which we will now see GRT or Maylock rapidly approaching. It is a flat out corner if you are not a pussy. And let's see, does he take it flat out? I think he did. Let's turn on telemetry, just really quick, as we watch other people now on board with current world champion, reigning world champion, Jamie. And yeah, he can see he did in fact take that flat out. That probably is a setup issue. And Wheezy now going through spoon curve, followed by Mini Fry, followed by Dom. God, what a beautiful track Suzuka is. And somehow they're actually taking the curves quite well. As you can see that Ryan's on an out lap. GRT, this is his actual lap now. He is absolutely destroying the curbs over at the snake, as Zach likes to call it. And he is being very, very generous with how much he uses. So let's see. Will this absolutely ruin him in the near future? Purple Sector 1, unsurprisingly, as Indy will then steal that from him. And then going a little bit further, that will be Aki Flow, sorry. And B2 Fisherman, you can see that is an incident coming right out of, that's Dunlop. Yeah, Dunlop curve. So yeah, not a very good one. Not a very good start to the lap. Mini Fry passing some lapped traffic, and for some reason my onboard camera controls are not working properly. This is not very good. Let's see, camera type. Yeah, it's just not fucking working. Unplug the controller really quickly and replug it back in. I don't know why my Xbox turned on. That's... Don't tell. I hate this PC, man. God. I'm in a nut in a bucket. I swear to God. Alright. We are back, and now we see the strand. Oh, never mind. He was just letting a car through. But Adam Foreign has taken a surprise pole position so far. Ryan is going to not be the next one to cross the line, but a little bit further up, that will be the Aston Martin of B2 Fisherman, better known as Lonnie in the server now. And he will be diving back into the pits. So let's go on board with the Ferrari boys. Jamie will be the first one to cross the line. Will it be a better time? No, it's a 150. What about Dweezy? A 113 Sector 2, and that is pole position with a 130.656. And Mini Fry comes out of nowhere to steal that 0.502. And when Dom, now former Aston Martin driver, new Red Bull boy, absolutely smashing that time with a 29.4, first sub 30 of the day. And now that's Carrot on his outlap. So the next one to actually come around, I need my inhaler, is Orlando, 14.2 in Sector 2, and now that places him in 6th place, P6 for now. And Ryan pulls back into the pits after not setting a time. That was weird. Who else is next to cross the line that is actually doing a lap? Nobody. Well, it'll be Carrot. Carrot will be the next one to cross the line, but everyone else is on a cooldown lap. So let's see as they rapidly go, swinging through Dunlop curve. Now I can now change camera types, which is very good. And as they go through the two Degnas, these are one of my favorite corners in F1 of all time, as they rapidly approach the hairpin, flying under the bridge, the only figure 8 circuit so far on the calendar. And maybe we'll see another one in the future. I know Japan has a couple of them, so yeah. Fuji was not one of them, though I would like to see the return of Fuji Speedway. It would be pretty cool. But yes, the blast towards Spoon Curve, a really challenging left-hander. It's actually 2 turns, turn 13 and 14, as we see a Red Bull, I believe. Yeah, that would be the Red Bull of Dom. Yeah, kind of fucking up right there. Spoon Curve, someone else injected themselves in this little battle. That was Jamie, Purple Sector 3. Not enough for pole position as Dom hangs on to that for now. S&D Carrot, he's coming up to the Casio Triangle. A lovely little chicane. The set of a lot of controversy and drama in Formula 1 in real life. So yes, that's P4 with a 130.541 for SMD Carrot, demoting Wheezy down to 5th place and Adam Foreign somehow going P6 with a 131.0. Ryan is still yet to do an actual lap, and so far he's being kind of cucked by traffic. That will be Lonnie trying to let him through. Also on an out lap, Indy's in the pits, and K-Dot is going on his own lap as Flo. Yeah, K-Dot's currently on a lap as he is approaching Dunlap. A lot of these people are taking a lot more curb than I actually thought they would be. I avoid the curb like the plague. It is so annoying to spin out there. So, I mean, yeah. So let's see. Is Flo a pussy? Let's turn on telemetry. Will we see a Flo moment? I believe we will this race. It'll be really funny. He is a pussy. He did not take 130R flat out, so now we can make fun of him for the rest of the race as he fucks up Casio and, you know, puts together that shitter of a lap. What? What? Oh.
I can't do the copyright.
Yes, so going back to my DMs, I've gotten a couple of pings. We had Yoshi for 2 seconds, then he like stopped. I that's funny as hell. No clue. Right then, TT submissions. Right. Just catching up on DMs. If something is wrong with the stream, do not hesitate to let me know, though I won't be checking chat too often. I will be on Discord every now and then. So yeah, do not hesitate to let me know. I'll probably catch it. So yes, B2 Fisherman on another out lap, but Ryan is actually on his lap. You can see there, absolutely blistering through the first turn. He did not set a lap time previously with 10 minutes to go in qualifying. He now has to really attack the S's here. One of my favorite little parts of any F1 circuit. It's so wonderful, especially on 2020. 2020 was such a legendary game, and I loved it so much. And I know Ryan shares that sentiment as he absolutely blisters through the S's. Is that a purple sector? Right out of Dunlop. Here he goes. That is a purple sector 1 for RQ98, Ryan Quinn. 9-time world champion here, though it seems he might not even get another one. He's not even gotten a race win around Suzuka. Actually, not around Suzuka, but around this season. So will that be subject to change? He has 4 more chances to make that change. Here, today, next week at Zandvoort, a couple weeks at Monza, and the final race at Brazil, which I think AQ Flo got pole position in the 2021. So yeah, you can see as a round spoon curve, absolute wonderful control of that car. He is in his element right now, absolutely flying down to 130R. Lovely, lovely track. I love it here so much. But yes, I didn't actually see if he got a purple sector 2, but because it's not illuminated at the moment, I do not believe he did. So into the Casio triangle, he attacks those curbs, though without, actually breaking track limits. So now, final corner, he's sticking to that inside, sticking to the pit wall. He crosses the line. That is pole position. It is a Red Bull 1-2 with a Ferrari in the 3rd place, and Zagmany frying 4th with a 129.353. Stellar performance from Ryan today. And maybe, just maybe, he has gotten pole position before, and it has been snatched up quite a few times this season. So hopefully today is a different story. 3 people have still not set their own laps. However, IHOPS is about to make it 2 people only. Lost Life and AQ Flow, the only people who have not set an outlap. AQ Flow's on another one. That is a 29.756 for IHOPS there. P3, wonderful performance for him. Makes it an all Red Bull podium essentially, and that was an incident that we just barely missed. You can see Lonnie, probably the first one to actually be this bad here in terms of in terms of traction loss and whatnot. But AQ Flow now is going to be rapidly throwing his car through the S's. I think that's the most satisfying part of this circuit, throwing your car and having absolute control. It's something you can't really do too much, especially if you're garbage like I am. But it's still wonderful to do. Now, if you can do it, it's a hilariously satisfying feeling. But yeah, unlike me, I think AQ Flo can actually throw his car around in this game. So yes, you can see an Aston Martin that's still Lonnie, I believe. And as he goes through the hairpin, so many iconic corners in one circuit. And I like how there's just street lights illuminating this place. I've always liked that. I've always thought it was funny. But yes, AQ Flo, he's flying down with a slipstream from that Aston Martin into spoon curve. He might even get a lot going the run down to 130R. Never mind. The Aston Martin. That might be Adam. Let's see. No, that was Fizz. But yes, AQ Flow now.
Where's my mouse?
Hold on. AQ Flow, that is purple sector 2. So as he runs down to the Casio triangle, you can see what is he going to do. That could be pole position. It could very well be pole position for AQ Flow. I did not, in fact, believe he got a purple sector 1. So let's see. He's going to cross the line, sticking to the pit wall. That is not pole position, but that is a very worthy P4. 6.5 minutes to go in qualifying. I'll be right back. It'll be brief. Right, I am alive again. And that is a yellow flag for an AlphaTauri. Probably Liam. Lost Life is still the only one not to set a time. With 6 minutes to go, essentially. Lost Life has joined back. So yeah, Christoph will be able to actually set a time now. It's not actually a terrible gap. The time still stays at 1:29.353. Ryan still firmly holds pole position, a 10th clear of his own teammate Dom. But, let's see. Yeah, it's very unfortunate I can't get any audio of the actual cars, because that's such a quintessential part of the Formula One experience. However, I'll try my best to be really funny, really cool, and to hopefully be pleasant to listen to. So yeah, yellow flags, that is not Christoph, that is Carrot, SMD Carrot, demoted down to 8th place, and reserve driver Orlando actually making his name quite well known with a 130.673 in P9, right above Adam Foran, who is still in the points positions. However, he might be taken out of that very, very soon. Okay, he might not be taken out of that, but I mean, Maylock is probably his only threat, his only real threat. So the only other people that are actually out on a lap, I don't know if that's correct from Mini Fry's angle. But if it is, this is it's probably a throwaway lap. Yeah, this is probably a throwaway lap. This is a throwaway lap. But SMD Carrot, that's also a throwaway lap. Orlando, I believe he might actually be pushing, so as he goes right into the hairpin, he kind of overshoots it a little bit. He does not touch that curb. So now he just has to hope to salvage the best from this lap. This Tier 1 is the best of the best, maybe not in the actual F1 game, but we are working. We are working to get the best people in this league, and I'm very certain we'll be there very, very soon. So yes, Orlando going out a spoon curve. You can see there, he's actually doing quite a competent job, though he is weaving. He wants to warm up his tires, and something tells me this isn't an actual lap, so as he sticks to the inside of the run-up, transfer to the outside, and now he just has to see. Yeah, his ERS is pretty much drained, so I don't think it's going to be a good lap for him. 23 seconds going into Casio here. Yeah, this is not a good run. This will not be a faster run either. So yeah, he dives back into the pits as expected, as BC Fisherman is now starting his own lap with the S's. Yeah, maybe not a great turn 1. There's definitely a lot of room for improvement with a 131.394. Yeah. Alright, so let's check the Discord. Make sure, I keep mentioning this, make sure either DM me or send me something in case the stream is going wrong. Yeah. Right then, Adam Foran seems to be out on another lap. That is, what is that? It is a purple sector 2. He's actually cleaned up his act quite heavily, and now he will be in the sub-30s. Or no, he will move into the sub-31s at the very least. And now 24 seconds out of the Casio triangle with the purple sector 2. He is not sticking to the inside like we've seen from the actual pole times, but that is a 130.635, 3/10 clear of his original time. However, it's not going to really promote him too much. He is clear of like P11 or whatever, wherever he was. Yellow flags for someone. Not entirely sure. That might be a Mercedes. Yeah, it's a Mercedes of Christoph. Otherwise, I have no idea what those yellow flags are for. Dom is out on another lap. Hobbs is out in another lap. Let's follow him a little bit. He's going to have to navigate through a little bit of traffic. You can see that Williams is absolutely, yeah, that Williams just kind of ruined it a little bit. Made him take a little bit of a wider entry. Not what you want to be doing, especially in Suzuka. Oh, it is traffic city here. 4/10 from his last lap. And this Williams again, Orlando, yeah, it's hard. It's definitely a little bit hard. You can see IHOPs. Not entirely, yeah, he just manually retired. Yeah, IHOPS is manually retired. And yeah, Jamie. Actually, not entirely sure what he's doing. I guess he is on a lap, but that will cause some yellow flags. So yeah. Fist coming out of Degna now to the run down to the hairpin. Let's see what he's gonna do. I'm very excited for this race. I do love Suzuka very, very much. He does hit that apex pretty cleanly as well. So now he just has to hope that the rest of the lap can, live up to that corner, that singular corner. Adam Foran, though, after actually improving on his time, it doesn't look like that'll happen again. This will probably be a lot of people's final runs. It'll be Orlando's final run. Adam dives back into the pits. That is his qualifying over. And now, yeah, SMT Carrot will probably go on another run. Mini Fry is desperately hoping to get there in time. It is looking kind of unlikely. Oh my god. Jamie retired. So, we can't really see how long it is. But yeah, Orlando's going to make it. We're fine. Will Indy make it, though, for his final run? Yeah. I think everyone's going to have a final run, so next to yeah, Ryan's going to have a final run. See AQ Flow. He has abandoned his lap. So Dom, what's Dom going to do? Is this his final run? Time is running out. It is most likely, yeah, okay. He'll be fine. Ryan's going to cross the line now. He's going to go on another run. Let's see. This is the current pole sitter by not very huge margin, but that is, 9 thousandths of a second, so it's pretty good. Pretty good for him. Yellow flags, that will be an Aston Martin. B2 Fisterman, that is his qualifying over 7th place with a 130.407. We are going to see absolute chaos erupt very, very soon here. Wheezy will not improve as he comes out of Dunlop Curve and throws his car into Degna. Yeah, that's not a good sign. He is trying desperately to clear his own teammate 2 tenths ahead of him. And AQ Flow, what is he going to do? Yeah, yep, okay. He's lost control of his car. That is his qualifying over with a 29.903. Ryan and Dom, they aren't really helping each other on this outlap. However, they are pretty close to each other. So yeah, you can see the Red Bull of Dom back there. So what will it be coming into Spoon Curve? Not much slipstream to help him. Yeah, Wheezy there. He's about to cross the Sector 2 line, or Sector 3 line rather, and that is not an improvement. However, SMT Carrot does improve by quite a noticeable margin, almost half a second with a 30.049. And BC Fistman again in the wall. Mini Fry, can he improve? It's not looking likely. Mini Fry does not improve. He's a second slower than his lap. So is Wheezy, essentially. Ryan and Dom now, the last two we actually give a shit about. Ryan absolutely ruins his pole time with a 29.213. Can Dom do the same? No, he cannot, unfortunately. However, he is still P2 by quite a good margin over P3. The Red Bull's absolutely dominant around Suzuka today with that Honda powered, or essentially Honda powered engine. Will they be able to actually, win in front of their quote-unquote home crowd? Which will be really interesting to see. But yeah, what an actually pretty good qualifying, and I had a lot of fun commentating it. I wish Yoshi was here. For the first time in my life, I'm actually saying that, but shit happens. So yes, Ryan and Dom top the timing sheets. 1 and 2 for Red Bull, and a 3 with IHOPS as well. And to people who want me to invite people, yeah, I can't really invite. I'm on PC and I don't know their EA by heart. So yeah, don't count on me to invite for anything. But yeah, I'll be going over this in the grid sequence. So yeah, it's a bit redundant going over it now. But stay tuned. Lights Out is very, very soon. I'll be going over the formation lap as well. So yes, thank you all for watching. I don't know how many people are watching. I hope it's a lot. But let me check. And hopefully it's higher than the Tier 2 average. I can't even check. That's very unfortunate. I can't actually check. Doesn't really matter though. Let's get this image off the screen, and hopefully it doesn't lag out like it did in Belgium, because I couldn't do the entirety of Belgium with the CRF1 logo, because it stopped working. It started lagging the stream. So a lovely day in Suzuka here. Very excited. I'll take a drink of water. Lights out very, very soon. Go piss, go grab a snack. You'll probably want a snack from the Tier 2 race. Oh my god, this is going to be very, 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 very exciting. Ah, yes. God, I love the feeling of caffeine in my veins. I'm still drinking water right now, of course, as a good commentator should do. But I ingested 3 cups of coffee this morning. So, that's how you do it. That's how you do it, man. Yeah. Woohoo. Right. Let's go for the formational lap, and let me just take a quick picture. I cannot wait to quote Murray Walker. Like, someone's gonna bin it, and I know it. Right, then we have Ryan starting us off with a lovely qualifying performance. It is a Red Bull 1-2 with Dom right behind him, and a Red Bull 1-2-3 actually, with the of IHOPs rounding out that podium. AQ Flow in 4th place, right in front of the championship leader by quite some margin. Jamie, SMD Carrot newcomer here, P6 for him in that Mercedes seat, and Wheezy in P7. Followed by B2 Fisherman Lonnie in P8 as Mini Fry scores a pretty alright P9, right in front of newcomer, kind of, Adam Foran, 16. In P11, Orlando, his Tier 1 debut, it's not too bad, right in front of actually, frequent Tier 1 driver, and actually he is a Tier 1 driver actually. Liam JSW, P12 for him, as Maylock goes P13. K-Dot now in P14 as well. Not a great performance, and as per usual, it's Indy in P15, and it's Lost Life in P16. Rounding off the grid for a spectacular Japanese Grand Prix. I cannot wait to get this thing going. Yeah, I just do that little bit for the highlights that I do on YouTube, because I know there should be a couple of new viewers here. Hopefully there are. Hello to you. But yeah, I do that little bit for the highlights. I do a little grid sequence. I love doing that. I haven't done that for the last couple videos. I'll do it for Coda, and I'll do it for Japan. I love water. I like water when it's being consumed. How else will you consume water? And the Aston Martin and the Haas have touched, so that's wonderful. You love to see it. I'm gonna put on my very bad accent right now. Okay. Yes. Currently, it is 1:08 p.m. here in the States, on the East Coast, where a couple drivers actually live. It will be 3:08 p.m., and for you all, it is 8:08. Yeah, it should be 8:08, just like the drum machine and all that. God, I hate the 8:08. Anyway. Oh, I bumped my mic, but anyway, lights out very soon. You can see the Red Bull pole sitter Ryan, 9-time champion. He has not won a race this season. Could he pull it off as Dom just slams into his parking spot? And yeah, we're minutes away, seconds away. Seconds feel like hours, don't they? I don't know why it's doing that, camera, but we'll stick with Dom here. It is 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, and 5 lights ahead of the drivers. And we are off and away here in Japan. You can see there that Ryan does not get a good start, and as per usual, he's getting swamped by everyone else. You can see he's even getting left behind. Man, magic, though he hasn't capitalized too much off of this. Let's see, any crashes? You can see Indy. Yeah, Indy at the very back there, and it's happened immediately with an Aston Martin. And oh dear, come on, cut to the broadcast camera. Both Aston Martins at the very back of the grid. Lost Life has gained a couple positions, and yeah, there's just a little bit of chaos there. Though, however, it seems things at the front have not really shifted around. IHOPS has split himself between the Red Bulls, and Dom has taken the lead of the race. Has he won a race before? I'm not entirely sure. I don't believe Dom has won a race, so if he keeps this, though, it's only lap 1. You can't win the race on lap 1. You can see Orlando getting overtaken by Zach Minifry in that Haas, getting double overtaken by Liam, who's made up quite a few positions, and now he's setting his sights on the Haas there. However, Orlando's going to be fighting back into the hairpin, a little bit of contact there, and now going through down to Spoon. Orlando just gets the better traction, the better drive, better power, and he's actually... Oh dear, that is a major crash! That is a major incident! Oh, wow. Okay, so that might bring out the safety car. That is a virtual safety car for now, but you can see there... Maylock out of the race, the first driver, the stranded McLaren, right into the barriers. That was no good. Very unfortunate for him. And yeah, it's always really unfortunate lap 1 crashes, but honestly, it's some of the best parts of an F1 race. Jamie at an almost all-time low of P6 there. And let's see. Detail, position change. So far, our biggest loser is tied between SMD Carrot and B2 Fisherman, losing 4 positions in the process. However, our biggest winner is clear and definitive with Kier, making their way into the top 10 as Liam, after that major incident, pulls into the pits for a new front wing that surely should crown a new biggest loser. Or maybe a new biggest winner. Who knows? But yeah, it's a virtual safety car, neutralizes the race for a little bit. You can't even bunch him up, and it is now over, so we can now see IHOPS or maybe Ryan chase down his AlphaTauri brethren as, you know, these two Ferrari teammates are going to kind of go at it, hopefully. That'll be pretty fun. The Ferrari split the Hasses as AQ Flow is taken P4. He's just out of the podium positions. You can see he's just wanting to get in there. Will he make a mistake? He may very well make a mistake, as everyone might very well make a mistake. But let's see who's close to each other, who's side by side. That was a thrilling first lap. It's Indy. Or no, that was Liam again. He probably spun a little on the fucking first turn, so that didn't really work out for him at all. Yes, who's actually look really close to each other. Otherwise, it's a little bit of a line. It's Indy there. Yeah, I'll cut to it. Why not? He's lost his front wing in the barriers. He's actually trying to kill himself, so that's very unfortunate. If you guys are thinking about killing yourself, don't. It's very sad. But yeah, the battle for the lead is going pretty okay there. IHOPS is slowly, kind of falling into that 7/10 range that seemed to plague some battles for the lead that just make him a little bit miserable to watch. However, teammates do clash here. You can see Wheezy has Slipstream and Jamie does not want to defend. So as I've told them multiple times, if it's a clear move, just make it and try not to do much hassle. But I mean, let's just see what happens. Jamie makes it past clear and clean. And into turn 1, Wheezy is in P6 now, just out of the top 5. However, Mistake very well might see that change. You can see Jamie go on the grass a little bit there, and hopefully that's not ruined his traction. And he hopefully he doesn't bin it into a wall, as we've seen a couple of drivers do today already. Man, the F2 race was crazy, and it seems this one's lining up to be actually a little bit better. So let's see. The battle for the lead is definitely at a bit of a stalemate right now. Ryan is still working to catch IHOPS, who has now fallen out of DRS range. He's been holding up that Red Bull a little bit. Honestly, I'm very surprised Dom isn't trying to help out Ryan in a time where he very much needs it. This little advantage could very well play into the championship. Jamie really has nothing to lose by crashing out. However, Flo and Ryan have everything to gain, so if Jamie does make a mistake, they will be the first and, Oh my god, okay, you can see there, a little bit of traction loss. You can see, wow, okay, so the Ferrari, they're now going side by side towards down into 130R. Wheezy, okay, yeah. Wheezy's kind of backed off. He's let Jamie, keep that P5. He knows he needs it for the championship. Yes, so, you see Jamie's tires. Yeah, it's a little bit odd. I'd say it's a little bit odd to lose it there at Spoon Curve, but I mean, I get it. It's not that I don't. You can see Mini Fry there. He's now rapidly hunting down those Ferraris. Will he make it a Haas 4-5? Seems to be on a little bit of better pace between them. As Ryan finally gets past IHOPS, they're actually going at it through the first turn. Ryan will have the inside line going into the S's. However, better traction will award Hops the position as they make the very tight squeeze going through the first few S's. And now they just have to, maybe reignite that battle towards Dunlop. AQ Flow could play nothing but a spectator to it. As Dweezy almost went to the back of the Mini Fry. However, Mini Fry did get past. He's going through the inside of Dunlop. That gives him the outside of Degna, which is a very dangerous place to be. However, being on the inside of Degna too, you can see he overshot it, and he was way too eager. That is going to give quite a few people a lot of places, though. Orlando kind of backed off just in case Wheezy did anything pretty unsavory. You can see a lot of contact between the Mercedes and Mini Fry there. Yeah, quite a bit of contact as Mini Fry goes on the grass. Not very good for his race. And AQ Flow has this battle going. It's going okay. Let's stay tuned with these guys. These guys are going to get heated and they're going to get really messy, hopefully pretty quick. Well, maybe not pretty quick, but yeah. You see Dweezy's trying to get that slipstream off of that Haas as it blasts down 130R. It's around 200 miles. These beasts absolutely slap each other around in that corner. You can absolutely slap your car around in that corner. It's so wonderful to always see that. And no, that is a collision. Dweezy and Mini Fry cut away from the onboard at the very wrong time, but Dweezy is now out of the points. Not very beneficial. Oh no, he has 1 point. Not very beneficial for him It is an uphill battle now. There's quite a few little things of bad luck who've seen him kind of messing up from the races. That is a rapidly approaching Mini Fry. He pulls out to the left-hand side. And yeah, he's ahead by turn 1. Will that change in the very near future, though? Who knows? Who knows? Ryan has not got past IHOPS yet. And IHOPS, you could see, might have made a little... He might have been catching the car just a little bit. However, Dom is quickly speeding away with the race win. Yeah, you can see IHOPS is catching that car, or attempting to catch that car. Yellow flag somewhere. I don't really care. Let's stay in the top 2 battle. SMD Carrot has lost a couple of positions now, and he's losing a position to Mini Fry as well. Dweezy's still out of the points, so he needs to clear this Mercedes as soon as possible. Going around the inside, or technically now the outside of the hairpin. This is a really tricky place to pass here, but Dweezy is ahead by the time they reach the hairpin. He has to give a little bit of room to that Mercedes, make sure he doesn't get any penalties. That allows Adam to squeeze a little bit right by, and now he has his sights set on that Haas. On that Haas there, and it's going to be very, very good to see him overtake. Then it'll also be really fun to watch Mini Fry try and defend. As you can see there, a little bit of counter steering as the curbs kind of slipped him up. B2 Fisherman now, he's going to go down the inside, or from the left-hand side, and then he's going to be ahead by the time they get to 130R. So now, took a little bit of a weird line there, and he accidentally messed up K-Dot's line as well, but he is ahead by the time they get to the Casio Triangle. You can see Dweezy gets spun around again by Adam Foran in the Aston Martin, who is presumably going for a move, and it's not going well for the Ferrari man today. However, you can see Mini Fry bear witness to this little battle, and will he pick up the scraps here? B2 Fisherman is working his ass off to keep that Alfa Romeo as far away as he can, as Orlando has a little bit of an incident there out of the first turn. This has been a spectacular race so far, and no doubt in my mind Japan will be returning back on the calendar. So yes, Mini Fry is continuously going. He's still playing spectator of this little battle as, yeah, you can see 2 seconds clear. Oh dear, in the very top of the field, 2 seconds clear, almost 2 seconds clear, Dom there. And now he has to play the outside of Degna, which is a very dangerous place to be. You know, making 2 cars work through like a very high-speed corner. I almost thought they were going to go 3 wide, but Adam has picked up 2 positions from that. He is not without his struggles, though. Kier is going to be on his inside, and he's very well aware of that. And he's trying his hardest to give Kier as little room as possible without breaking the law or any rules here in F1. So yeah, you can see with Slipstream, Kier will be catching it back up, especially as they go in 130R, as they come into Spoon Curve. AQ Flow is getting really close to the top or P2 and P3. That's going to be a fight we're going to have to watch out for. But Kier now, Mini Fry is actually going for a move on Kier. As he pulls out to the left of him, he will be overtaking around the... oh wait, I almost thought he was going to go for Adam as well. Will he go for Adam down the Casio Triangle? He does not dive down the inside. Adam gives a little bit of room, compromises his own exit. However, Adam still comes out ahead as they go into, go into the final turn. Let's cut to the main battle over here. AQ Flow is getting very, very, very close to Ryan there. And IHOPS, and you can see Zach finally got past Adam there. Sights set on the next Aston Martin. However, it's not going to be like this isn't going to be a clear fight. This isn't going to be an easy fight for anybody. So yes, that Aston Martin will fight back as well. Indy is retired from the session. That is very unfortunate. He seems to be as retired in the pit lane. So I'm not sure what happened there. But yeah, going into Dunlop, Adam is going to try his might. And we were going to see an overtake. Now let's cut to Flo. What is Flo doing? Flo isn't doing very much, but you could see. And Jamie is around. Jamie's around. It's a terrible day for the Ferrari men. Oh, Lord. Yeah, is he going to lose a place to Orlando? No, Orlando's too far back, but that is only 3 points for the Ferrari men going to be scoring here today. Can you hear the pain in my voice? I mean, not really. I want the championship to be quite close. So yeah, Adam now is going to try again for Mini Fry. You can see the Slipstream is benefiting him a lot, but so is ERS, but it seems neither of them have much ERS anymore. So as they come out of Spoon, they're going to want to save as much as they can. Zach probably has the advantage here with ever so slightly more ERS than Adam Foran in that Aston Martin. So yeah, you can see they're both using it. Zach had a little bit more, especially in the setup advantage as well. So that, the time difference is pretty... K-Dot's off the track for some reason. And yeah, he's just trying to get past Dweezy. Another Ferrari engine over. It's the Works team. So yeah, Adam Foran is kind of falling off there. With DRS wide open though, yeah, he won't be attacking by the time they reach turn 1. AQ Flow has not been able to attack either, as Ryan has lost IHOPS just like IHOPS has lost Dom. Could we see Dom take the race win here in Suzuka? I think we could. Adam Thorne, that's Adam Thorne into the wall. No major damage to the car. Emotional damage, that's another thing entirely. So as people keep crashing out, the field is slowly starting to get more spread out. Only a safety car could really put them back all together, or maybe just a little bit of waiting. AQ Flow is... Ryan actually is kind of creeping into DRS. He's kind of creeping back into DRS. Hops might be slacking a little. You can see there he goes off a little, got off the track a little bit. However, Ryan, he wasn't completely confident in his car there. He didn't push it too much. That's given AQ Flow a slight edge on the run down here. No DRS, and I've always thought there was DRS. Yeah, Maylock has left the session. And yeah. Will this put AQ Flow close enough for a move? I'm not entirely sure. It could be very fun. It could be very cool to see that. And I don't think a Red Bull has won a race this season either. Yeah, no Red Bull has won the race. However, an AlphaTauri has won a race almost twice. Jamie almost could have broken the record for consecutive race wins this race. However, it doesn't seem likely that it'll do that now. 16 races in the next calendar. However, the tracks have not been announced yet. So maybe him or someone else could very well break that winning streak. As, you know, these people keep fighting. AQ Flow is still very close as Jamie pulls into the pits. He might be trying for an undercut. A 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That is a very unsavory out-of-character mistake, honestly, from the current world champion, the reigning world champion, in a horrible place around here in Japan. Yeah, not very good for him. As we cut back to AQ Flow, this battle is still raging on. Ryan puts himself back in there with Hops, as Hops begins to kind of fall off. Let's go on board with him. No, I lied. But yeah, let's just kind of follow Ryan as he's hunting down that AlphaTauri and that Haas as he's hunting down that Red Bull. I don't think Hops is playing much of a hunting game anymore, and he's just trying to keep these two off of his tail. Ryan has lost pole position, unfortunately. And an update to the biggest loser situation, that would be Jamie, as he is pitted. Right then. Currently, everyone's still on medium tires, and not one person has started on a soft tire, I believe. I could be very wrong about that. I really could be really wrong about that. AQ Flow, he's wanting desperately to make a move soon enough. I want him to make a move very soon, because, you know, I want to see him battle Ryan. It'll be very cool. It'll be very cool to see that Adam's out of DRS range from Kier, and Kier is just pulling away there. So there's not much of a battle there. It is just down to AQ Flow, who has had a flow moment. It's happened. He had a flow moment. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Now the battle is between Ryan and Hops. Ryan is slowly catching that struggling AlphaTauri. Though, I mean, I guess the top two are both kind of struggling. You can see there, Hops is doing a little bit of counter steering out of Dunlop as he almost lost the car into Degna now. Car control is everything in Suzuka. If you lose the car even a little bit, that is almost certain game over for you. Adam did get past the Alfa Romeo though, so that's pretty surprising because I wasn't paying attention to that. But as we witness a flow moment, very unfortunate. As funny as it was, very unfortunate. Yeah. So now, Ryan fights the big battle, fights the big one. Maybe not the big one. The big one would be the win fighting his teammate, but, you know, it doesn't really matter. So, yeah. Let's check up on the Discord now as we stay on board with this, or not stay on board, let's go to the broadcast camera. We're going to keep following this little battle, and hopefully it boils over into something actually quite magnificent. SMFC. Stream's great, don't worry about it. Aww. Yeah, Weezy says you just gotta be gentle on the gas. Yeah, it's very hard indeed. Oh, it's a pretty cool wheel mod, Kristoff. Anyway, let's get back to the actual race. No one seems to really be in striking distance of each other. However, Mini Fry is slowly trying to approach B2 Fisserman, or Lonnie. It's easier to call him Fizz, but you know. Oh shit. Sorry, a little bit of a technical error there, and hopefully the stream is still up and running. Yep, we're chilling. So yeah, Zach is getting much closer to... Oh yeah, AQ Flow is now behind Adam in the pits. But yeah, Zach's getting much closer to the Aston Martin of Lonnie. Will he swipe that P4 And yep, it seems that he will. Well, okay, I thought Lonnie might cause a collision there. However, it seems, he averted disaster. Now as K Dot is struggling to keep up with AQ Flow, an actual race winner, and Jamie is out of the session. What happened there? On board with Lost Life, Jamie is out of the session with a manual retirement. That is actually quite crazy. And I didn't expect that to happen at all. So the current world champion, the reigning world champion and the championship leader, is out and down for the count, with only Wheezy there to score some points for Ferrari in P6, which actually isn't too bad. However, those mediums are still his first stint, so they aren't gonna last. This isn't gonna last. Ryan has dived into the pits there for a set of hards. That should shake up things a little bit. BT Fristerman is still trying to get in closer and closer to Zach, with no avail really. Yeah. From Jamie there. Had to retire. I could not keep the car on the track. It was oversteering so much. Yeah, that's definitely a problem. People are struggling with. Dweezy overtakes Ryan in the pits somehow. Or, never mind. Ryan falls behind Dweezy in the pits as B2 Fishman and Zach Minifry. All-time highs right now. I think Zach's been on the podium. Yeah, Zach's been on the podium. Surely he has. And yeah, so far, Fis is desperately trying to catch that blistering Haas. I can't believe how much he improved as SMD, Carrot, and Adam are kind of going at it. Carrot gets ahead of the Aston Martin, and Liam gets ahead of that Mercedes around the outside of 130R, but I don't even think Christoph is here, so it is a meaningless overtake. BT Frisserman, 6/10 behind Zach there, with that number just, okay, it was going down for a second, but now the game has made me look like a dick. And everyone, once again, is split up, very unfortunately. I'm sitting on the floor right now in a very unconventional setup. Like, I'm just on the floor, the mic is on this little stand thing. Dom, the race leader, pulls into the pits now, losing his position to IHOPS. He pits for hards. Yep. Rather unsurprisingly, it is a medium-hard strategy for almost everybody, because Suzuka is so terrible on tires. It is such a tire shit show. But it seems like this really isn't going to affect him too much. Minifry pulls into the pits as well, and so do a lot of people. What about Ryan? Is he going to overtake his teammate? It does not look like he will, with a purple third sector there. And just as Dom pulls out of the pits, AQ Flow sets the fastest lap, and Ryan finds himself in P2 once again. What about IHOPS? What's IHOPS going to do? The longer he stays out, it'll probably go a lot less better. And IHOPS, the race leader so far, not the net race leader, but the race leader so far, has had an incident out of the second Degna. And that will ruin his time. It ruined his front wing. It'll ruin his time. He'll be sure to pull into the pits. The commentary curse, as a lot of people like to say. I am dehydrated as hell. Wow. But yeah, B2 Fisherman is still trying to battle Zach Minifry as the two, pull into the pits together, and they still stick together just like old mates from high school. B2 Fisherman still trying to close up. And I'm running out of things to say, so now I'll just talk about my day. And my day was very good. Not that anyone really cares. So, they're getting close, he's getting close, he's getting close. We're now approaching that apex. He's going to lose a little bit of time, of course. And yeah, I think everyone's pretty spread out. We've had 3 retirements so far. IHOPS pulls into the pits. That's not really going to change much. 3 retirements so far, as you can see, all full-time drivers. Jamie couldn't keep the car right. Indy, that was a pretty big crash. And then the lap 1 incident with Maylock. Very unfortunate. Hops had a stop-go penalty? What? That was weird. Oh no, they changed his front wing and the just animation didn't play. Or if the animation did play, I'm like multitasking and I just, So yeah. Ooh, we've gotten a couple new members. Yay. Some dude named Arab. K-Dot has a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. You love to see it. Or, it's pretty funny. But yes, SMD Carrot is rapidly hunting down that Ferrari. He only wants that Ferrari to score 2 points today. And I can't say I'm not and Liam, that is a DNF at Spoon Curve. Just manual retirement. What is wrong? That's 4 DNFs today, so far. It's little shy of the tier 2 race counts. DNF count. Tier 2 DNF counts is a little shy so far. Liam has left the session. Very unfortunate to see a lot of drivers out today. Yeah. Yoshi's still in here. That's pretty funny. Yoshi is still in here. I don't know if he's like talking at all, but I've just kind of phased out everything. Orlando though is getting closer to IHOPS, who he is on 13 lap mediums. Unlike anyone else, he's still yet to make a stop, I believe. Let's see. Stops. Yep, he is the only person left to make a stop, and he is rapidly closing that gap to IHOPS. Come on, Orlando, give us a little bit of entertainment. You didn't get brought up from tier 2 to nothing. 4-0. So yes, SMD Carrot, he's rapidly approaching down the inside. These two actually raced in a trial race together. It seemed that they're pretty equal on pace, so I'm excited to see this little battle here. Taking a little bit of curb around the outside of 130R. So as they jump into the Casio Triangle, takes a lot of curb, you know? And he gains a little bit of time on Wheezy. So by the time that DRS comes into play, open rear wing for that NEOS, he picks the outside, which usually is kind of a bit of a weird position to be in. However, Wheezy's not going to be able to do anything by the time they get to turn 1, so it doesn't really matter. Adam Foreign, though, has overtaken Orlando in the pits, and the race is boring again. I mean, these two are kind of fighting. It's kind of exciting to see. These two are kind of fighting. K-Dot's about to overtake Orlando, probably. Oh, side by side through the S's. We have to see this one. Will there be any contact? K-Dot swings around the outside there to take the P10, the final points position for Orlando. However, there is a 5-second time penalty on K-Dot's hands that he will have to clear in order to maintain that position. And Wheezy there still hunting down the Mercedes as well. Going into the hairpin. What are they going to do? Not really going to do anything spectacular, however. They're going to set themselves up for a little bit of slipstream and DRS on the run up to 130R. So yeah, Suzuka is a bit of a power circuit sometimes. Very much is a bit of a power circuit, and you got to have some good top speed in order to capitalize on some of these turns. However, you got to have a lot of good downforce, because one mistake in the S's, it's over. One mistake in the S's, it's over. It's over. You won't recover, as we've seen from the championship leader. Though he didn't really spin in the S's. He did spin out of like Degna or something. That is a yellow flag for K-Dot. Not very good for him. Not very good at all. And let's just keep riding on board with Wheezy. It's going to set him up for a bit of a DRS overtake. SMD Carrot is trying his heart out to, not give Wheezy any slipstream. He doesn't really care. He capitalizes on it, but he does not get ahead by turn 1. Though that is a bit weird, and Wheezy is 90 degrees around there. And yeah, not very good from him. SMD Carrot lives to see another day in P7 as Wheezy still scores only 2 points so far. And now the only real battle of the race is B2 Fisherman and Mini Fry, Zach Mini Fry. Lonnie and Zach, you'll have to see it. Two pretty competent drivers, actually. I was very impressed by Lonnie's return to Tier 2. He absolutely decimated everybody. So that means Subtitle actually won a race in Tier 2. Which we can't be having that, so I'll count one. I'm kidding. But yeah. Alright. I didn't go silent because I don't know what to say. I just went on my phone because I don't know what to say. So, joke's on you all. But yes, it's still around 8, 9 tenths splitting these two up. And hopefully we'll see this gap go down. It doesn't seem like it will, unless Zach makes a bit of a mistake, which would be really funny. It would be really funny, and I'd love to see it. But, yeah, Ryan is still as, far away as ever from P1 as he's always been. About 10 seconds, 10, 11 seconds away from P1. Yeah, it's a bit of an L. As Fist is closing that gap to Zach Minifry. He's trying desperately to close that gap. Zach doing a little bit of weird braking. That's brought him really close to Fist. And you can see Fist is just eager to keep slamming his car through these corners and get past this Haas. He's trying to set himself up for superior exit speed. And around the outside, my finger slipped again. And I had a Monaco TV director moment. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Jesus. But yeah, that was a lovely overtake that I missed the first half of, which is really funny. I'm gonna jump off a bridge, man. I'm gonna jump off that little bridge, man. And right into the path of Dom, as he's probably gonna win the race. He's led from start to finish, which is quite interesting. He hasn't gotten pole, but it's been a lights to flag victory so far. And that's definitely no easy feat. That is no easy feat, though he is cutting corners, so who knows, who knows, who knows? He's too far ahead to even be affected by a corner cutting penalty, so it doesn't really matter. What's y'all's favorite brand of water? Mine is just Aquafina because Dasani tastes like shit, and that's the literally only reason. But yeah, these two are back at it again, Zach and Fiss. Lovely overtaking from them, and I guess I missed something because now they're like, I don't know. Anyway, I don't actually remember what they were a couple laps ago. However, Zach is getting a lot closer to Mini Fry. He wants that P5 position. So yes, going through turn 1. Still taking a lot of curb. That's lost him a little bit of time. And however, he's trying to set himself up for the best possible exits, entries and exits to try and get a little bit more on Fiss. However, Fiss seem to have mastered the S's. And it's not really any match for him, for Zach. Or rather, yeah, I don't know. I phrased it weirdly, and now I can't remember how to phrase it, like, seriously. Man, I am a mess. So yeah, Mini Fry is slowly getting closer to the Aston Martin. However, the Aston Martin is not going to go down without any semblance of a fight, and look at this. Dweezy and Adam are about to be battling very, very soon. Dweezy is slowly creeping up as they go through the hairpin. That timestamp does not get much lower, though, as they exit. But I'm sure with Slipstream, it'll keep going down. It won't be a grand slam, but it'll be just shy now. He's led almost every lap of this race, and he's definitely my driver of the day if I have to pick one so far, because you don't just lead every lap of the race and then not. You don't lead every lap and just not. Oh, Ryan's pulled into the pits for a 2-stop strategy. Oh, he broke his wing. Oh, that's rather unfortunate, but rather, pretty cool for AQ Flow, who will be picking up some points, not only on Ryan, but on the championship leader, Jamie. And that won't close the gap at all. They'd need to win the fastest lap to even think about closing the gap with a 51-point lead Jamie has. But, it's not bad. It's not bad. It could very well improve their situation in the next few races, and it'll make sure that Jamie cannot win the championship in the next race. What the fuck? Something just happened, and I don't know what to do. Anyway. Yeah. Okay, these two are actually getting kind of close to each other. SMD Carrot, B2 Fisterman, and Zach Mini Fry. Will this little battle actually turn out to be something? I can only hope. I really can only hope. I don't want to get too far away from the microphone, but my back is killing me right now, so it is a bit of a challenge because I have nothing really to sit on. And my mic, setting up the mic in the cockpit, like the actual racing cockpit, it's such a terrible idea. It's so hard to do, but yeah. SMD Carrot using Slipstream to his advantage. However, B2 Fisherman finally has enough. Slipstream, he's close enough coming out. He's probably going to be close enough coming out of the Crassio Triangle to, actually take advantage of that DRS. Hops has set the fastest lap of the race with a 32.580, and B2 Fisherman will get DRS and will get ahead of Zach Mini Fry here. So, yeah. Stop showing me these, headshots. It's cool. But now it's, really hard. But, oh, that is a full safety car. No. Oh, it's a VSC. For who? For who? Who crashed? Who crashed? What happened? Who? Oh my god, the race was getting good. Ugh, come on. The race was getting goofy, man. Your life, whoever caused that VSC, we're gonna be throwing hands after the race. We're gonna be throwing hands, I swear to God. I'm absolutely gonna be throwing hands with this motherfucker, for real. It was getting so good! Oh, Lord. Okay, incident clips. This isn't the place to submit clips. Yeah, the incident appeals channel is not the place to submit clips, especially because the incident report hasn't even come out yet. It's still mid-race, so I mean, this is a very long virtual safety car. This is a very long virtual safety car. It's hopefully it'll end soon. And okay, yeah, it ended now. DRS is now enabled at probably the worst time Fisk could have expected. SMD Carrot is right on his ass coming out of 130R. Rear wing to front wing there. And the Aston Martin, he goes down the inside. Does the Aston Martin give him space? He does. However, it is not enough for SMD Carrot. He does not end up getting the overtake. However, now with DRS open for both of them, it is clear who the victor is now, as they're both race down the finish. It's going to be side by side going into turn 1, and SMD Carrot is ahead out of it. And yeah, they're catching up to Zach Minifry there, who had made a bit of a mistake, as you kind of saw, and is allowing the little pair to gain a lot of ground on that Haas. Yellow flags for IHOPS there, coming out of Dunlop to make this a 4-way battle, hopefully. Come on, IHOPS, you want to just slap off a little bit of the throttle. So Dom and Ryan are going on a 2-stop. Did this just give away the race win with 6 laps to go? I don't think anybody else is going to be pitting. So could we see a second AQ Flow victory in a second different team? In his third different team so far this season. That'd be funny. That would be actually really funny and cruel, honestly. Yeah, Dom isn't really much in this picture anymore, as, Fizz. He might be in this picture soon enough, but so far it is just a bit of a 3-car battle between Fizz, Carrot, and Minifry here. And as they shoot down towards 130R, I keep gushing over this corner. I love 130R so much. It is a 32.436. Dom is no longer led every lap of the race, by the way. I should just kind of mention that. And yeah, AQ Flow, it's firmly in his hands now, even with a pit stop. That is like 16 seconds worth of gap. It's still valuable time, and I think even if he was behind Hops, it would be a pretty easy pass. That's a little bit weird. Weaving on the circuit like that is a little bit questionable, but they do go through it mostly cleanly. I don't know if Minifly will get a penalty for that. And Ryan sets the fastest lap of the race with 130.906. Very fast from our 9-time champion. Of course, he's fast. He didn't win 9 championships for nothing. But yeah, as a SMD Carrot, podium position on his debut race. Could that be snatched away from him? From the other boys, though, Fizz and Minifry are hungry men, as Dom actually does insert himself into this battle. So it is a 4-car battle for P3. Dom will have to scrap his way through this field, and I think he will go down the inside of Lonnie there. It is a risky move, and it doesn't really pay off, though Lonnie very much knows about his presence there. It is another threat, another thorn in the side of that Aston Martin. This is the second one in the points position now. Yeah, Adam and Dweezy haven't really been up to much, so it doesn't really matter. However, Dom, I'm very certain Dom might clear 2 cars, actually. He might clear 2 cars. I think that's going to be interesting to see. Minifry is very much close enough to Fizz. That might happen. It'll be very funny. So yeah, Dom going down on the outside line of the Casio triangle. Yeah, he kind of squeezes his way past it and pushes Lonnie off a little bit. It's mostly clean. No one's suffered too much from that, with DRS now his second victim, Zach Minifry. And the fellow midfielder, he's going to go around the outside of the first turn there. That Red Bull and that Haas, and he is around. Dom is around after looking so promising. Oh, that's really unfortunate for that Red Bull. Back into P6, right where he started, square one, as Minifry secures that P4. Very, very sad to see. With only 4 laps left, AQ Flow is very well poised to be the second winner here. It was looking so good for Red Bull. It was looking not so good for Ferrari, but it was looking pretty good for both of them. Now, they both suffered at the hands of fate, with Haas substantially being the ones to gain here. Being the ones to actually have a substantial gain here. So it's going to be very funny to see that. we'll jump a few positions here. Will Mini Friend, no, Carrot's gone. Carrot's gone. Mercedes will score quite a few points, but, Carrot's gone. Adam Foran, though, he is pressuring the Alfa Romeo. Could this result in a collision? Because, Adam Foran he's experienced, but it's been a while since he's done a league race down the inside of the hairpin. Very risky move, and K-Dot goes for that switchback. Wheezy, nothing but a spectator. And, yep, it's not a successful move, but it's a very exciting move, isn't it? With Fist still behind Mini Fry there. It's been like this the whole race, and he's been just too far away. So close, it's so far. Very sad to see that from him, as, Adam Foran. I guess these two do have a setup difference, because, usually you do gain a little bit of time. But Adam's just not gaining any time with 0% ERS, lovely ERS management. Will he take a dive down the Casio triangle? No, he'll just try and use it to gain as much time on K-Dot as possible, and he will probably use DRS there. So don't use too much ERS, Adam. Make sure to actually save it a little bit. Fist is getting closer to Mini Fry, and we'll cut back to that now. K-Dot is using all of his ERS. He's going to pull to the inside line, and he just parks his car where it needs to be. However, Adam eyes up that inside line, and he doesn't actually do it, but he's made himself known, very much so, and very risky. Wow, some risky moves. He's going all over the curbs, and he's not dead yet, which is very surprising. Dweezy is now being able to capitalize off of this, as that is a lap Mercedes. Adam gets passed down the inside of Dunlop. How wonderful. How wonderful.
Much longer.
Soon, just... Right then. This battle continues to rage on. B2 Fisherman and Mini Fry. It's been like this the whole time. Will Fist be able to get past that Haas? He does have the ERS advantage. I think it might happen this lap, or next lap, sorry, on the next time they're on the start-finish straight. He's going to go around the inside. And, okay, a little bit of contact there. I'm not going to be able to judge that on first viewing, but yeah, that puts Dom in a very good position to take P4, and Red Bull are suddenly back in this little challenge here. Mini Fry knows better than to actually, he almost thought about it. I know what that little drive means. He almost thought about it. But unfortunately, nope. He did not have enough traction to get that move done. However, yeah, Fist is still... Yeah, he's got to be a little bit angry after that one. I would be a little bit angry because that was my only chance at an overtake, though I probably would have stayed behind in Casio just to get the DRS and a safe overtake. But, that's not entertaining. So, let's all give a little bit of a round of applause to Lonnie for giving us some entertainment. Quality entertainment, as Dweezy and Adam are absolutely trying to go at it for each other. And you can see there lots of different lines they were taking. So, yeah. They're desperately trying to get ahead of each other, and Adam is so far winning that battle. But let's see if he has won the war. Orlando, it's notable to mention he will be scoring points today with K-Dot's little time penalty, as long as he stays within like 5 seconds, I believe. I'm not entirely sure. Now Fist tries again. He only has a couple more times to do this as AQ Flow rides off into the distance. It's pretty certain he's won this race. Yeah. Let's check Discord really quickly. Yeah, it's going off in the incident appeal chat for some reason, which is always really funny. It's always very funny. But yeah, B2 Fisherman is still getting closer to Zach. He has the ERS advantage. This is your time to do it. Enable that ERS. Enable that DRS. Come on. The Aston Martin is slowly getting closer. But by the time they reach turn 1, the tale told 1,000 times doesn't work out. Very sad for him. As Adam makes a mistake there. He makes a mistake and he demotes himself back down to 6th place. You love to see it. And yeah, Weasley and Adam, that battle's gonna call it just kind of gone cold. But however, this battle is still very hot. Kind of hot. I mean, but yeah, 4/10 still separate them as it's separated them throughout this whole race. Zach is defending with his life, and he has only a couple more times, or Fist only has a couple more times to actually make a substantial move against the Haas. So he set himself up perfectly a couple laps back, and it got messed up, which is really, really sad to see. I was really excited to see that overtake. Will Dom let Ryan through? I think he should for the championship. You know, especially because, yeah, I see no reason why not to let your teammate through in this situation. But Fizz is once again on the tail of the Haas. It's not close enough for an overtake into 130R, but it will be close enough for possibly another dive into the Casio triangle. So let's see, what does he do? What does he do? He goes into he does not go to the inside. He stays behind him. He's learned his lesson. He's going to capitalize on DRS and treat him with the same thing that Zach has been doing this whole time. However, Zach gets a better exit out of Casio. So now, on the start finish straight, DRS wide open for the Aston Martin. He pulls out to the left-hand side. Zach takes the inside line. They're going side by side, and side by side still. But as by the time they exit, a little bit of contact as well. B2 Fisherman on the final lap. It's finally through, but he spins. Wow. Oh, all that work for nothing. All that work for nothing. Oh, that is heartbreaking. That is heartbreaking for him. As Dom and Mini Fry are probably going to start going at the very end of this race. So let's see. The Dom, he's a little bit better than Lonnie. So Zach still has his work cut out for him. As, you know, these two boys still, you know. Surely Dom has won a race. I can't remember. Anyway. Yeah, I still can't remember. But yeah, Dom has been a pretty competent driver this whole time through. And now we get to see his true colors shine through on the run down to 130R after they get out of Spoon Curve. AQ Flow is going to cross the line right now. Someone else has been it. He's going to cross the line. He's going to win the Japanese Grand Prix, followed by IHOPS. But the battle still isn't over down the field here. So Dom and Ryan, Ryan's not that close, never mind. But Dom here is very, very close to Mini Fry. He's willing to sacrifice almost anything for this P4. He pulls into the inside. He dives down the inside of the Casio triangle. A little bit of a legal overtake. I'd say that, a little bit of an illegal overtake. He could have to give that one back. Mini Fry has better exit speed, but Dom covers him off. He's going to go down the inside, but Dom wins out at the very end for P4. And Ryan, unfortunately, still P6 for him. That is the final battle here today. What a lovely battle we just witnessed at the very end of this race. Sorry for clapping. That's probably going to come out in the audio. Not very well. Not very well. But still a wonderful thing to see. Dweezy, unfortunately, didn't have that much traction on Adam. Adam will score points in his debut, and I don't think Orlando will. He did kind of throw that out, so K-Dot will end up, you know, keeping that P10. Orlando will not score points, and neither will a championship leader. AQ Flow with that race win, and let's see, detail, fastest lap? No, he didn't get the fastest lap. That went to Ryan, but it'll be another point to help him out. 8 points turns into 9 points with AQ Flow winning the Japanese Grand Prix. What a lovely sight to see. His second race win, his first race win for Haas. Could he carry some more momentum? Could this become a lot more interesting? Let's see. What a lovely race. Oh, especially that battle at the end. What a lovely race. Thank you all. Thank you all so much for watching. And I definitely, you know, I was really happy to be back, especially after missing last week. But yeah, I'm very happy. I'm very happy for AQ Flow today. But yes, join us next week. It'll be Zandvoort, the Netherlands. Always on a Sunday, always on, you know, always at 7:30 p.m. GMT, 2:30 p.m. EST, and I'm not entirely sure what it translates to over in Asia, but you know, you can look that up. But yes, my name is YT Teppen. Unfortunately, Yoshi could not join us today, and thank you all for watching. Congratulations to Flo and everyone else that worked so hard to get these results, and yeah, I love y'all. See you. I'll let you see the end results really quickly, because that's going to be really important for timekeeping. I just realized. I was about to end the stream. I was about to do something really stupid. But yeah. Let's scroll through these really quickly. Just so we know who finished and who didn't. And yeah. As I said, thank you all for watching. We'll be back. Eventually. See ya.